It's Sunday night. Welcome to another Streamlined Dungeons and Dragons. I'm Dane, your humble, happy, friendly neighborhood dungeon master, whatever. Megan is playing Calcine, our fighter, barbarian, fire ganassi. Webb Winterthorn is going to be played by Evan there. He is our halfling bard. Magvaris is our human cleric of life. Tim is playing him. His wife Cam is playing Josara, who is our newly added elven rogue of the Eladrin flavor. Max is playing Rigby, a gnome divination wizard, and Borla is played by Jeremy next to him, who is our dwarven barbarian with some roguish tendencies. We're just going to get right into it and pick up where we left off last week, where we are in the Rib-Tickler arena, and we've got a number of characters in the arena fighting Wilm the Cyclops. Then we have Calcine and Borla right up on top of him there in the center, and then back a little bit to the left is Webb, and even more so Magvaris in the stands. On the right is the priestess of the Rib-Tickler. Above, on the top of the stands there, we see Marvin sitting next to Rigby, who's just like sliding through his book, kind of watching the show at the same time. And then on the left, whose turn it is Jelsara, and she is engaged with a shady character who just took all but like 8 of her hit points down to hurt her pretty good as she slapped him with a bag of coins that he had stolen. So that kind of sums up kind of where we're at. Apparently there's a bunch of dice getting rolled. Thank you for that. And then go ahead, Cameron, what do you have for me?
All right, so find my way out of this pickle I found myself in. I'm gonna make a big stink, make an uproar, and try and get as much attention. I'm in a crowded area, so I'm gonna be yelling for assistance. This man has attacked me after stealing from some poor woman or person. We don't know how they identify. And I call for help.
Okay. So as a rogue, you can use your bonus action to disengage from the person who struck you, which means they won't get an attack opportunity. And then you have up to 30 feet movement, which is 6 squares that you can move to get away from them as you cause the uproar. And then I would say either persuasion or performance, either of which you're good at, would be your best bet for attracting the attention of the crowd.
Okay, so you're gonna have to walk me through this a little bit. So how do I disengage?
Right. So you do nothing besides just do your movement, and I accept it. Basically, you just say, I'm going to disengage. That way he can't hit me, and then you just pull your character, left click and drag the direction you want to go slowly, and you can take the exact path you're trying to take away. Each square.
Couldn't she be able to double move if she wants?
Well, if she's not taking a standard action, she could, yeah.
Should go 60 feet.
So that's 30.
Okay, so I can get over to
Get over to Rigby. Get right on top of him.
I'm here.
So how's that look? So like you basically bolt out. Go ahead and roll me your persuasion or performance check on your skill tab under P. Oh.
Okay. Perception is one of my starred ones. Should I really do persuasion?
Well, I mean, you don't really have much choice because you're trying to persuade them to aid you in the midst of just blasting, shooting blood everywhere.
Oops. I don't know what I just did. There we go.
It didn't look like anything so far.
Do I just hit what button do I hit again? I'm sorry.
You'll left click inside where the number is twice.
Got it. Sorry. I'll get there.
Okay, so 13, not horrendous. Go ahead and roll another one. I think you can have advantage since you just spliced you open. Maybe you'll do better. Who knows? Hey, 18's pretty good. Couple of passerby, citizens kind of like start and like stand up and kind of bustle around. So like a lot of the crowd does get up and kind of get in the way. No one really engages this guy as he's, got blood dripping from his blade and evil look of whatever happening in his eyes. However, from just outside the area where you were, a familiar face to some of the party shows himself with another friend of the parties.
Oh Lord.
You good?
Okay, so a friend of mine?
No, not necessarily yours.
Ron Bar.
Two friends of the parties that you don't know, kind of hear the hustle and bustle and kind of pop out from where they were getting their drinks.
Okay. Am I able to use my hide string now?
Your what?
Or what?
You use your bonus action to disengage.
Oh, I used my bonus action already. Okay.
Yes, you've already disengaged, and you did get away, and you performed to try and say, "Help, God, they're killing me!" And then you ran away, and you run up towards Rigby, who's sitting trying to watch the fight and like look through his book a little bit at the same time, while the goblin next to him is frothing at the mouth in anger that they're even thinking about hitting Calcine with anything. They'll never win! Calcine, you've got this! And you come running up, blood coming off of you, dripping like foaming blackened scar across your side or whatever from where he cut you with the poisoned blade. And you like slam into the table, you're like, holy shit! Because you run up, like, you use all your movement to get away. You disengage, and then you're like, oh god! And like you full on as much movement as you can do in a round, you pretty much did, and you just barely get to the table, put your hand on the table, and you're bleeding all over the place, and you're like, bro. So that's what you would see up as well, Rigby. And we'll pick up where that was after Magvarus's turn. Well, because it's Rigby.
Pick up there next week.
Hell, guys, it was a good time. Not a great time, but I'm here anyway.
All right. So I'm going to move up here a little bit. That's 15 feet. Yeah, I think everybody knows what I'm about to do. I'm going to go with Spirit Guardians. Am I about to get just counterspell?
Oh, yeah.
Should I even bother casting it?
I mean, you have to cast it if you're planning on casting it, but I mean, it's not going to go off.
It might.
No, because it's a third level spell, it won't go off.
So I did officially get counterspelled?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic.
The exact point this guy's playing here today.
And I'm going to use another 15 feet of movement here to get actually right there. Because I don't want to be near that Cyclops. I'll use my spiritual weapon to go ahead and take a swing at him.
Okay.
9's not. It's not gonna make it.
Spiritual weapon's not feeling it today, I guess, huh?
No, he's not. He's not doing so good. Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. After that, we got Rigby.
So just to be clear, I probably have noticed the shady character, but I don't really know what's going on with the stranger right now. Is that correct?
I think that's fair. I mean, she's pointing at this shady character. Like, she gets up to you, she's like, that guy, he stole from him, and I let him cut the shit out of me, I'm bleeding everywhere. And you're like,
because I really wanted to counterspell your counterspell just now, but I don't think I was looking that way, so I don't think I would have noticed it. Okay, how do I check the range to an NPC?
Just a control left click on them and then hover over yourself.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And it's relatively accurate.
Yeah, that's good. So I'm going to move through the crowd a little bit here. And let's see. Wait, could you accept the move so I can check the range from there?
That's 15. The range is 60 feet on counterspell.
No, oh yeah, so it would have been too far anyway. Hold on. I'm gonna can I say that last square was diagonal? I just want to get 5 feet closer to him.
What, like right there?
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna cast a spell on him.
Oh no. What spell?
Do you need to know that?
Kind of.
I begin casting a spell.
Oh, so it's not cast yet. It's cast at the beginning of your next turn.
No, I just. Are you gonna counterspell me? Or did that guy already use his counterspell?
Is that how that works? Like, you don't tell me you're casting a spell, so I can't counterspell you? I would think that.
Well, I don't know. Does your character recognize the spell that I'm casting? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I'm casting blindness on the shady character.
Okay. What's my save? Oh, just drop it on him, and I'll have to do the save. I succeeded my save.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay, and then they're on the combat tracker, which is at the top. It's those 2 crossed swords. On the combat tracker, there's a little arrow that says next actor when you hover over it.
Yep.
Perfect. Thronbar. He, of course, comes right up to this guy, rolls over to him, immediately, sees his blade out, sees the girl that just ran away in the whole process, and he's gonna kick punch at him, and he's gonna miss, and then he'll go for a punch kick while we're here too. As Thron, and he's obviously a little belligerent, but he did manage to hit with the punch kick with a 15, so that's nice. Strength save. Failed this strength save. So Throngbar punch kicks him to the ground. He goes prone. Shady character is going to stand up, and he is going to attack Throngbar.
Kill him.
Oh, wait, I have to not be prone anymore. Hold on. You want him to kill Throngbar?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So let me try that again. Why you want Throngbar to die so bad? Well, he misses Thronbar with his first attack. Let's see how he does with his second. Misses with his second as well. He's not in good shape. Borla. Erngor.
All right, I'm going to attack this Cyclops, man.
Okay.
Don't like the way you've been looking at me.
He has been looking at you all one-eyed.
Okay. Advantage. What happened to my rapier +1? He's gone.
Should still be on there.
Not.
I didn't mess with it. It's right there. Is it not a +1?
Not my act. No, it's not.
Actions just has a regular. I see the regular one there. I don't know why it would not be on there. I didn't do it.
It used to be there.
Let's look. Oh, it's here. You've got them backwards. There you go. You had the wrong one equipped. Now it should be there.
Nope.
Oh no, you hit him.
22 hits.
It does.
Divine Fury.
Oh gosh. Sneak too, huh?
Yep, sneaking 2.
Such a sneaky divine Fuhrer.
That's right. Again.
More attacks, huh?
Hope that's supposed to be an advantage.
Hey!
That advantage. Slow it down.
Hey! Ooh.
Yeah.
It's not a 1.
Hey, you're so happy.
It's not a 1. Oof. That hit him.
Yeah, good.
Facts.
No, that'll be my turn, I believe.
Okay, Webley.
Okay. Did I hear the commotion with the shady character or see the stranger counter spell?
I'm gonna guess not, because you just got slapped in the head with a brick last time. Like last round, you got punched with a rock from the Cyclops.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm pretty sure like you're like the dust is clearing and you basically see him.
Yeah. Got it. So I'm just kind of in
Arena.
the fight here.
I
Yeah.
would think so.
Okay.
I mean, your back's basically to the shady character, and the Cyclops is in front of the other guy, and he's in the stands with the crowd.
Yeah. No, I got it. Well, I'm worried that my spell's going to get counterspelled.
We
Yeah.
ain't got so many of them.
Yeah. I don't think you can counterspell a cantrip, can you? God, maybe I could try a cantrip. Webb is going to cast Vicious Mockery on him.
That's dangerous.
It's very, very dangerous.
He might
And
get a
he's
portal.
gonna say to Will and the Cyclops, "I showed your mama a one-eyed monster last night," and then he's gonna make a wisdom save, and he saved. He was not scared.
Yeah, he says, "I love
at
one-eyed
all.
monsters. I was raised by
I
one."
know.
Yeah.
Aren't we all?
Well, Bardic Inspiration 2 Orla. No,
Oh,
I think you already have it. I think I gave it to you last.
yeah, I do.
Calcine, Bardic Inspiration. And that's it.
All right. The priestess from up in the stands is going to he'll win the Cyclops. Good old Will. All right, Calcine, you're standing next to this guy. He looks like some of his wounds are feeling a little better, but he's been in better states.
Hmm?
Are you talking? Because I can't hear you. Nothing. Got nothing. Can't hear you. Still can't hear you. Can
you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird. I don't remember touching the mute button on my mic.
Move your hair.
Okie doke. If I remember correctly, I was using my great sword, so I'm gonna
Correct.
continue down that path.
Oh, you're at advantage though.
Oh yeah. Well, there's one more for the advantage.
There we go.
That one hits. It's crazy that you have a
goodness.
great sword. I just don't even get it. Your fans don't really like it either, I don't think.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Poor Will. He's so close. He might make it though. He added another couple hundred hit points here. Oh, too late. I was just gonna
Didn't
slap
make it.
extra 200 on there,
I slice a couple times with my sword, and as he falls, I drop the sword, fist in the air, celebrate, work up the crowd. Yeah, that's all I got. I'm very excited to be back here in the pits.
Yeah, give me a performance check. At advantage. You had the killing blow. Or the unconsciousing blow, because it's not a kill pit. Nice. A mediocre performance to be for sure. But
You have inspiration. You can roll a d8 with that.
Might be worth it. Are you doing it? Yes. Use them. 17. Hey,
17.
people are feeling the love. They they're excited. Didn't expect you to come out swinging a sword. You went in there. You made some good moves, some bad moves. A couple rocks hit a couple of guys. Things happened quick. There were 3 Cyclopses, and then there were 1. It was almost like triple vision, but really it was just the one. You finish up with your action there. I assume you're done after you perform for the crowd. Yes. You finish up, and the stranger, who apparently, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. Why didn't this work? I don't understand the NPC creator. It doesn't do what I want. Like, I got the tokens to work, but now like I'm missing a bunch of stuff that I had on there. All right. Well, let me cheat then. Hang on. Okay, I think I got it. So the stranger levitates up above the crowd with a scowl on his face, moves to just inside the arena, points down at Calcine. Right?
I don't know. Does he?
Right.
Everybody's
Like,
following?
I don't know. You tell us.
No, I mean he does. Points down at Calcine, and then he points over at Borla and Webb and Magvaris.
Not
And he
nice.
says-
Point.
He says, "All of you will burn."
Perfect.
So
Bring it on.
I have to do this off of the here. Let's see. So each creature make a dexterity saving throw. So all four of you make dex saves.
I got a nat 20 for a total of 23.
That's decent.
That might work.
And I'm resistant to fire. So whatever you got, I'm ready.
Since I'm raging, I have advantage on dexterity saving throws.
That's nice.
Just making sure. Oh,
Yeah, hit
No,
advantage.
you have advantage on strength saving throws.
do that.
Did you roll yours there, bud?
I'm about to right now.
Oh.
We rolled pretty good there.
Yeah, you guys did all right. Oh, you guys are all dead to me. So Calcine, you take 7 points. You're gonna have to put it on yourself. Everybody else takes. So it'd be 14 points. Everybody else takes 14 points.
What are we seeing? What happened?
Absolutely. So he points at the lot and says, "You're all gonna burn," and then he summons fire into his hand and just chucks it at the ground in the middle of the arena, and it just wafts out from where it hits and hits all of you with a rush of heat and fire that dissipates quickly, but you're like all singed a little bit. But because he was such a turd and he like flew up and was like, "Look what I'm about to do," you guys were all like, "Look out!" and like dodged out of the way just in time before he took the full brunt of his fireball.
Nice.
How did Calcine save and Webb not?
Probably because Webb saves too. Calcine just has fire resistance, so everybody
Yeah.
saves.
Takes half.
Oh,
I
everybody
took
saved.
half of
Okay.
half.
So she took not very much.
A quarter, I see.
Marvin
Okay.
in the stands, when he gets up and throws the fireball, says, "Cheetah! Cheetah! You weren't applied! You weren't applied!" And he pulls out his short bow and shoots at the guy.
Oh man.
You gonna cheat us? No one fucks with Calcine!
Good job, Marvin.
So that's
This
Marvin,
area,
who's the best?
this arrow brought to you by Barbarian Bacon.
that's genius. We need more of that in our lives. Where is I feel like, did they change this again and I'm just crazy because it looks different.
There was an update or two.
Yeah, it looks different. I'm not overly pleased. Not that I hate it. It's like I'm looking for stuff and it's not where I think it's gonna be. Okay. And there's that. Acciones. See if you can hit this guy. He hit him before, didn't he? Oh yeah. Totally misses, but it's all in the effort. Zachariah is gonna move up to help Thron bar, dagger first, and then a rapier. Dagger first. Misses with the dagger. Misses with his rapier. Miss Hawk.
All right, my turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so at this point, I mean, I'm gravely injured.
Yeah, brutally
So-
wounded. Yep.
Yeah. So part of my hope was that someone would come up, like a guard or somebody that could help me find some medical help. So that's what I'm looking for right now, is medical help.
Okay.
It's not a push.
Well, there is a priestess, a healing priestess on the other side of the.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Is she's got magical whimsy and feels kindly towards me. I'd like to move towards her. Yeah, my map's all screwed up. I don't know what happened here. Okay, so where's the priestess? All kinds of screwed up here.
Yep, on the right over there.
There she is. That's here. Oh gosh. Can I can't get anywhere closer really. Kind of. There.
Boop.
All right. Can I shout out to her?
Help! Help's coming!
Make her aware of me? Okay.
Yeah, what do you say?
Would say,
There's so much blood!
there's so much blood, and I was just trying to do a kindness for someone in the stands. One of your guests.
Nice
And
robe.
he stole this bag of silver. I have proof, and I'm willing to give up this silver that I stole from him as some sort of payment for help. Is bribery wrong here?
Is immediately thrown in prison. Foreigner! No, she seems to take notice of you and like just kind of nods in your direction, and then like waves her hand out at the arena itself, kind of indicating, not saying anything to you in particular. And you'll notice as you see her under her cowl, she's kind of a darker skinned elven blood. She's got white hair in braids along to the long braids, the back underneath her cowl that you can kind of see when she turns towards you. And she's, for all intents and purposes, as an Eladrin elf, you would realize that she's of Drow descent, which is an elf from the Underdark, or from basically the underworld or underground. Not the underworld as in Hades or hell, but like the underground most of the time. But either way, she does notice you. She acknowledges your presence, waves her arm towards the arena as if beckoning you to join her in watching the game and relax. And nothing else happens at that time with her.
Okay. Any other moves that I could make on here
Not
to convince her otherwise?
I mean, you used all of your action to move as far away as possible, which luckily they're engaging him over there, so you don't have to worry too much.
Well, I'm done with this turn.
All right, Magvarus.
All right, so yeah, Magvarus is just gonna roll up to Webb and give him some healing there.
All right.
He's gonna go with Cure Wounds. Not too shabby. 9 damage back.
Take it.
I guess I don't know how far up is Stranger.
How far up is the stranger? About 40 feet up.
Okay, well, yeah, the spiritual weapon's gonna take a couple turns to get to him then. Yeah, that's all I got then.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna stay focused on the shady character for right now. I'm gonna cast a little spell on him. Kind of like bring my hands up to my forehead and a little like laser beam comes out of my head and shoots towards his face. He's gonna have to make an intelligence saving throw.
Freaking laser beam.
Yeah.
He fails.
And he takes 2d6 psychic damage. And I don't know if it applies it automatically, but he's at minus D4 for his next saving throw until the end of my next turn.
Okay, I will probably have to just apply that. I don't know that it will do it.
I'll remember.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
All right. Well, we know what Thronbar is doing. He's really good. Thronbar is a dwarven fist and foot fighter who initially faced Calcine in the ring back at her first appearance in the ring, and she came close to not winning, but she did manage to beat him, in which at the end he was like, I've got to buy you a drink. I've never been bested. And he became one of the first, not necessarily the first, but one of the first of Calcine's Pit Fight fan club. He managed to get a kick punch and a punch kick past the shady character's defenses. The shady character is going to short sword attack Zachariah with a nat 1, which opens him up to a kick punch and to a rapier attack. So that's always good. You guys like that, right?
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Zachariah, he never lets you down.
All right.
Good man.
Okay.
Like in your fan club.
Well, Zachariah is one of the sailors they went adventuring with. He is not part of the quote-unquote fan club, but he is
Unofficial.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Give him time.
he is acquainted with the party, and he does appreciate them. He does get another attack, which he'll do on Zachariah. Missing. And he's going to use his disengage bonus action and move closer to Rigby. Borla.
I'm going to ask the stranger to come down here and talk to us. That's something I want to tell him.
Wait, he's not in the ring?
He's above the ring about 40 feet.
Looks like he's in the ring to me.
He's in it, but there's no do you need me to put an arrow that says 40 feet on it?
No, your map just sucks.
That dude.
I heard that. Give me just a second. I gotta move a couple things around.
I got nothing.
Good
Nothing-
news.
Nothing
My
to
rage
throw?
effect was Misty Step.
Oh. Any ranged attacks or anything you can do?
No, because I've never got any more. I don't have any javelins or anything anymore.
I'll push him off the ledge here in a sec.
All right.
He's floating.
I'm gonna
Okay.
hold my turn
I'll jump on
until
him
he
like I
comes
jumped on
close.
the hag.
That's awesome. Okay, the hag taught us lessons.
I'm gonna.
You
I'm
can
gonna
throw
move
your
up.
axe.
Yeah, I'm not throwing anything. I'm gonna move up here and then I'm gonna hold my turn until he comes down. Roger,
Okay.
Dodger.
Web.
Okay. Well,
Alrighty then.
let's just take a look.
I'm down
at
there
who
under him with
we
my
have.
arms cupped, like ready to catch him.
Webb does some gyrations. It's all hips and nips, and then out pops magic missiles.
Whoa.
And then
Solid.
how many of the same spells do we have?
I don't know. Probably a bunch, huh?
Because you have slow, right?
Oh
And
my
comprehend
gosh,
languages.
You have slow. Yep.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh wow. One on every single one of them.
+1 though, so you got 2 each time.
Wow. That is
Ooh.
just putrid. Oh, bonus action. Bardic inspiration. Full Who needs it?
Calcine just used hers.
She did. All right. You're back.
Yeah, buddy. Actually, it
You're
was still
now-
on me, so I might have it on me twice now.
Well, you're all set.
Priestess of the Rib Tickler. She'll move closer to Jelsara Hawk. Look at her kind of with a smirk in her face. But she does wave her hand about, and kind of a greenish light comes off of her hand, and she swipes it over the front of you, and you feel a little better. You gain 11 hit points back out of character, but feel like a little relief. You feel like the wounds themselves have stopped bleeding, and the infection is gone, but like you're still weak from loss of blood.
Who's Dwight?
Dwight's another sailor. He just happened to be, with the guys. They're like a few of them are working their way to the arena to catch the end of Calcine's fight.
Okay, so how tall are the walls around the pit?
About 15 feet.
Perfect.
And then the stands, like the walls around the pit, right in the center pit, are about 15, and it's another like 10 to the stands above the wood there.
No, I'm just gonna use some of this to my advantage. I'm gonna climb that wall real quick. Let's see.
That's 30. Do you have a move speed?
Climbing doesn't cost me extra movement.
That's what I'm
It
asking.
just
Is it
costs
because
me
of your as a barbarian, or because of something else?
because of my athlete feet.
Gotcha. That's what I thought. I thought you had something. I couldn't remember what.
Yeah, so that's 30 feet. So I got another 10. So there, and then that puts me within 15 feet of that guy, so I can Misty Step, like, I don't know, just above him and fall on his back and shoulders like I did with the hag.
Well, if he's 40 feet above the arena itself, and you're now 15
Right,
feet
and I'm now
up,
15 feet above the arena itself.
so 15 plus what is 40? 25.
Right, which is within my 30 feet of Misty
Okay,
Step.
I think you said a different number, but I agree it's within 30 feet for sure.
I said 40 because I have total 40 movement, but when I get through with my 40 feet of movement, I'm within 30 feet for my Misty Step.
That's right.
So I'm going to grapple him.
If it's contested with strength, yeah,
Sure.
he's very strong. So
Most spellcasters are.
what is happening? Gilsara is doing damage. Did you do your?
As an
strength?
accident, I didn't mean to click that. My bad.
Oh, I thought it was Megan. I was like, oh, that's higher than his. Oh, you guys
Okay.
tied.
No. Stop. 11.
Did
What
you
a
use your
terrible
bardic
advantage.
inspiration? Did you have to use your bardic inspiration?
Yeah.
Love it. All right, you grappling him. He's restrained, or he's grappled.
Okay. Will you remove both of those bardic inspirations? My effects are getting real muddy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell what I have on me. Thank you.
Aid's gone too because you already used the points.
Yeah, it's on there twice.
It was on there 3 times, Evan.
Well, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I know.
Okay. So he's grappled.
Yeah, in the air.
Cool. Would you like for me to put the effect on him?
Yeah, go ahead.
Shit, I missed.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'm there.
So you guys are floating in the air,
Mm-hmm.
but he's grappled. Super annoying. But so that means he's at disadvantage for attacks.
I believe he's now nude. It's in the handbook. I don't know. I didn't make it.
All right, so he is going to take a rule from your book and Misty step away from you, which I think gets him out of the grapple. But then he falls 10 feet. Let me see what his dex save looks like. He's fine. He lands right there. He's within 15 feet of you, Borla. If you use the rest of your movement to try and climb up there, I think you would be able to get an attack off at the end of it.
I'm going to take some fall damage too there, Dane.
For 10 feet?
I mean, I don't know what was holding him up, but he was holding me up.
Oh, you're going to take fall damage, yeah. 100, because you're falling 40 feet. Well, 25. So 2d6? Sound fair? I think that's right.
No.
I think it's actually more than that, but it's just 3 damage, so you take 1.
Okay.
Because you're still raging.
It's fine. That keeps me raging.
Did you, right? I was almost not raging. Well, I think the grapple counted, didn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Cool. So yeah, so that's good. So he ends up making his check. He's 15 feet up, but he is now grounded. That was a bonus action, so he will go ahead and target. Let's see, 5, 10. So I need a dex save from Magvaris, Webb, and Borla. Yes. That's a 10, Magvaris.
Did you say a dex save? Is he casting a
Dexterity
spell?
saving throw from Borla. He is casting a spell.
I will counterspell it.
All right. Then that is going to be Harold's turn. We all know about Harold, right?
Oh,
Marvin. Cheater!
He's the best.
He's going to shoot through the stands, nat 1s. Luckily missing Calcine as well. Katar, he's on the scene. He's going to show up right here. A lot of the guys have been drinking, having a good time. Zachariah is going to move up to here. Try and dagger him real quick. So these guys are over here fighting the shady guy who they believed had been doing dirty.
Hey, dirty.
Missing on the second attack. All right, Hawk.
All right, I'm gonna first go ahead and hide. Use my bonus action.
Disappears into the crowd. I like it.
And then I'm going to look over to the stranger and see how I can finally help my peers and not be this little wussy hawk. And I'm going to go ahead and use my sharpshooter attack, right? Not damage.
Oh.
Okay, so I can use both.
You want to roll for sharpshooter first to see if you hit.
Okay, so I'll do that. Sharpshooter attack.
That's a miss.
Well, yeah.
Do I hit advantage first?
There was an advantage button, but you didn't press button. Yeah.
Well, would she be at advantage?
Yeah, because I did my hide.
She said she's unseen, so she gets an advantage on her attack.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty fancy.
Yep.
Rogues, yo.
Yeah, that's super fancy.
That's the only way sharpshooter would work because she gets -5 to her attack.
Yeah, and a 13 hits, so it's a healthy amount of damage.
So
big money.
Sneak attack, and then roll your damage for sharpshooter.
And it should be set up on there to be like,
You did it twice.
I got you. Now it's just once.
There we go.
Yeah, and then you should just hit the D8 plus 15 button there, and just drag that over and drop it on him.
Take it over and drop it on you.
There's a
Will.
button for traffic damage. Is it not?
Yeah. Okay.
Damn.
Now he didn't like that.
And I go and stay hidden.
Matt can't, but you would now.
All right. And
Or you can just shut off the faces.
I think I'm gonna just move a little bit away from her so that she doesn't have any kind of wrath on me for doing something freaky after she just healed me.
You're gonna do what now? Move away from her?
Move away from her a little bit.
Okay. So you want to try and end in squares.
Am I not in a square?
Now you are. I moved you. That's for Megan. She really stresses her out.
Sorry, Megan.
Mostly just Dane. Don't worry about it.
I'm fine with it. All right. Sounds like that's it for you then. Nice little shot at him and then relax in the mode there. Magvarus.
All right, so we're gonna go with Sacred Flame on the stranger here. See how that goes. He failed. Oh, big 3 damage there. That's big. All right. And then I don't know how far away is he from my sacred weapon.
25 feet.
So I'm gonna get 20 of those feet there. And I guess I'm gonna move away from the other web just so I don't get hit with another fireball here. If that's possible.
Everybody scramble.
Right. And that's my turn.
This guy's at your doorstep, Max.
Yeah, my internet shit the bed a minute ago. Oh, there we go. Okay, thanks.
I threw it to you. I saw that you joined again.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, so now that he's up in my face, can I tell at a glance whether he is carrying any ranged weapons? Like, does he have a bow slung over his shoulder or anything?
The shady character has a short sword on him, and he has a light crossbow on his back.
A light crossbow? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hold on for just a second.
The crowd is going nuts. Like, you guys are having a full-on brawl in the stands, in the arena. The crowd is like hooting and hollering at the arena fight, but then they're like, holy shit, there's one right here. And, like, some of them back up, some of them are pointing, some of them are running in fear. Like, it's kind of mass chaos right now.
Okay. I'm just gonna hit him with Mind Sliver again.
Okay.
And he's at minus D4. It doesn't matter because he failed.
It shows that you're targeting both of them,
though. Oops. I did put a target on the other guy just so that I could see how far away he was.
Yeah, so I got to give him some points back.
Okay, sorry.
Thanks for trying to cheat again.
And that's going to be it for me. Turn complete.
Thronbar, he's going to move up to here. Shady character is going to, he's going to throw down like a ball out of his pocket, and it's gonna explode in a 20-foot circle of like smoke. So he throws a smoke bomb down in this general area. and it's hard to breathe in, it's hard to see in, it's impaired visibility, and when the smoke does end up clearing, he is no longer there. Borla.
Did
Which
he ever
one did
decide to
that?
come down?
He's 15 foot above you now on top of the wall into the pit. So like he's right on top of like the wooden cover of the walled hall around the arena.
So out of my range.
I mean, you can use your movement and try and climb. Like you move at half speed to climb, and you can do athletics check to try and jump up and grab the rim and pull yourself up to fight him. He is standing on the
What I'll
ground.
do. Strength check, you said?
Athletics check.
Athletics. There we go. Athletics right here. I don't know why I rolled advantage, but it did.
I think you get advantage for strength-based stuff when you're raging. So yeah, so you like charge and leap up there and jump right up behind him and have advantage on your attack because you and Calcine are surrounded him.
That's what I'm talking about.
Calcine, actually give me a dex save from when you fell, Calcine. Acrobatics is fine if you have it, or athletics. Just want to make sure that you landed good enough to give him advantage.
Oh, you want me to roll yet? Oh.
Yeah, just wait. We'll let Calcine verify her
My
position.
danger sense count in this one?
No, probably not.
Effects that I can see.
What, the fact that you're falling?
Yeah, that's how danger sense works. I get advantage on dex saves against effects that I can see.
Oh, then yeah. You can definitely see that you're falling.
Cool.
Oh yeah, you superhero land, and now you guys both have advantage on the guy.
So
Oh, he's not gonna like this, is he?
no, he's not. All right, damage. Here we go. Divine Fury, sneak attacks. Divine sneak attack. 23. All right, that's pretty good. One of these times I'm not going to get a 1 on it. Hold on. Let me put an advantage back on it.
Yep, you get one more attack too, I think.
Yeah. That's 15 hits.
Yeah, he's not known for armor class.
Luckily. It'll be 11 damage.
Yeah, he was not happy with all that.
34. All right, that'll be my turn. Finishing off, Calcine. Or web.
I guess, or web.
So
Yeah.
fast. And we're gonna do some more gyration, and it's very sultry. You guys have seen it before, but I'm rubbing a little funk on it, and we're gonna do magic missile at 2nd level. Okay, that's
more
4.
than 2.
Hey, there we go. That's 3. That's 3. Ah, yeah, there we go. Didn't get him, but he's darn close.
Darn tootin'.
Bonus action. Bonus action. Does everybody have an inspiration now?
I used mine again.
You did? Okay. All right, I got one left. So there you go.
It's come in handy, so thank you.
I think I accidentally put it on the stranger.
Oops.
He doesn't get inspiration.
He wants it.
Well, he doesn't get it.
Let me take it off of him. Okay, well, you know Dwight, he's very excitable. He's going to go ahead and move up to his buddies and be like, what happened to him? Priestess of the Rib Tickler, she's going to move back to her spot right here. Point over in your guys' general direction, and you know what she's doing. Just going to have him heal up just a bit. Don't want him to end up dead, you know? Trying to keep these guys alive.
Maybe she could use her powers to, I don't know, call somebody. Clearly, this is not sanctioned. Shit's getting out of control. Why don't you figure some shit out there, lady?
Not her job.
Who'd she just heal?
The stranger.
The stranger.
Oh, so they're working together.
Well, she's healed
healing
everybody.
She is, and she doesn't care who she heals. She's just healing. Okay, well, I'm gonna cut this stranger down to size here.
Oh, down to size. That hits.
Sure does.
It's an 18, if you didn't know, and for those of you in the back.
Knock him down on the ground unconscious, and I've got my sword at his neck in case he just feels like popping up once he gets healed. But we're gonna go ahead and I might have some manacles or something on me. I don't think I've got my like inventory with me, I guess. So I guess I don't have all that with me, but I'm gonna hold him in place until somebody comes and ties him up. Real
The
good.
crowd goes bananas. You guys, you know, there's all this action in the crowd. There's arrows flying. It was real badass combat in every direction. There was an arena fight. There was a stands fight. The drunken debauchery and craziness of the crowd is unparalleled. The whole fucking place shakes with foot stomps and roars and, you know.
I'm doing the Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, the dwarf gets on his naval horn. It goes bananas. As the crowd settles down, the iron-handed half-orc proprietor sidles on over and with a couple of guys at the stretcher, and they put the mage on the stretcher, and they get a couple guys with a large cart to haul the Cyclops onto and start pushing them towards the underneath the wood channels there into the pits below. That's what his like handymen do, and then the half orc comes up to Calcine with a bag of gold, you know, a couple different bags of gold, and says, "You and your party have earned your bets. Against all odds, you've won again. I even myself had some doubt, but I did bet that you would come through. So thank you for a healthy day of reward."
So this guy is not fazed by the fact that one of the guys that was fighting wasn't actually in the fucking pit. Like, this is normal for you guys? Like, you just let whoever like sit wherever in the stands and then fight in the pit?
Yeah, they just get to jump in.
That was his Cyclops. It was a spectacle show. He brought the Cyclops to us and said he would be willing to utilize the meat shield and kind of hedge all bets by being the backup in the stands. And I thought it was an interesting concept and one you could handle. And obviously I was right. You're welcome. And
just feel like it's not very honest, and it makes me not want to continue to help you make money in this pit.
No,
perhaps
listen,
I'll start my own with my own brand.
Calcine, let's not be hasty. You've done well today. Your fans, as the crowd roars, obviously enjoyed that. The spectacle alone will be talked about for weeks, if not months.
Spectacle's fine, but if I don't want a fair fight, I'll go out and do my adventuring. I come here for a fair and honest fight, man.
The old mare
is
is
for
dead.
The love of the game, and you are fucking with it.
I'm sorry that this rib tickling experience was not up to your satisfaction. Take it up with the mayor. He said the rules were fine and that I could do whatever I wanted as long as I, once again, tried not to let anybody die. You were in no real danger, a mighty warrior like yourself and your companions.
Danger is not the problem. It's the dishonesty.
Was
the lack of moral code disturbs me, and you'll be hearing about this from my people.
Phrase that comes up in my mind is the pot calling the kettle black. As I recall, some of your traveling companions and fellow Black Star companions caused quite the ruckus in the crowd itself, and one even shot at the participants, and he was not registered. If you'd have taken the time to look at the list, you'd have seen there were more than just one name against your group.
Apologize that someone assumed that someone outside of the pit was cheating. That's not on me. That's on you.
You're right.
The fight happens inside the pit. So when people come in the pit from out of the pit, other people are going to assume they can do the same. That is not my responsibility. That is on you, sir.
And I loved it. I thought it was a great spectacle. Hopefully you'll come and grace us with your designs again.
Good day.
Oh, what are our winnings there? 3-1?
Yeah, we got quite a bit. I've got it written down.
She's got it written down. She'll parse it out or whatever. And that will end this particular event at the Ribticular, as that was the main event. So there'll be some minor skirmishes and stuff that people can watch if they choose to in the smaller pits, but the Ribticular itself is finished for this evening. So that takes us back full circle as to what next. It is pretty late, so some of you might be tired. I mean, it's been a full day between fighting and going to watching a seer explode and meeting new companions and all that stuff. So I'll sit here and let you guys discuss amongst yourselves. Now let's go ahead and flash forward to a table at inn of your choosing, or at the dagger hold.
I'm dispersing gold. Webb, you made 30. Borla, you made 360. Magvaris, you made 345, and Jilzara, you made 60.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure I bet 120 on that one. Did you have that mixed up with me and Borla?
That's what I had written down. Was 115, but I don't care.
Yeah, you might have mixed me and Borla up. I think
That's
he did
fine.
150.
Then you're 360 and he's 345.
So you guys can go and reconvene at the dagger board or any number of the bars or an inn if you'd like. Maybe have an evening dinner together and discuss your plans and or what your thoughts are on those things.
I need a drink and a bed. That fireball really messed me up.
Did it?
Yeah, I'd like to have a nice bed again. I've planned to talk to the mayor at some point.
You want to meet the new mayor?
Yeah, the integrity of the fight of the Ribticular was very upsetting. I'll be lodging a formal complaint.
Well, I think she said at the beginning that Major Hewlett died or left.
Yeah, there's a new mayor in town. An interim mayor, if you
will. So, Fisherman's Nook for a little food, a little drink, and then to the dagger board.
That's your favorite bar.
That's why I suggested it.
I don't, out of character, are you ever planning on, I don't know, addressing the circle of thieves that you keep running into every time we're in town, or are we just gonna solve everybody else's problems and not Summerside's?
It just kind of happens.
Okay, that's fine. I don't know anything about it, so I'm just curious if you're concerned.
I'm not really concerned. The one thief that I was talking to here initially, he died. So,
Dane, I'm going to be interested in identifying the magical artifacts I found last time.
Okay.
And I'll probably get with Jilzara because she picked up like a jade elephant or something.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to plan to find a quiet place where I can perform the identify ritual and figure out what these
the
things are.
Fisherman's Nook's kind of a middle tier tavern. There is a pretty large 10-man table in the corner that's far enough away that you could kind of be in the corner of that table, and, like in your lap to yourself with a book open or research however you want. I mean, it might be a little bit louder than you maybe like, but it's a public place with people on all sides of you keeping you from being bothered.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you guys go to the Fisherman's Nook. The Fisherman's Nook is not super packed. You know, it's not shoulder to shoulder, but you're able to get the big table that we talked about. Everybody gathers in. All your sea buddies have shown up here now, like the whole crew. Captain Milanis and a lot of them are, you know, milling around. So like you're amongst friends essentially for the most part, because you know the crew that you guys saved, you know, from death and you know, cleared the path that they take on a regular basis of evil. You know, they're thankful to you all, and they, you know, occasionally you hear, you know, Black Star and Cold Seed for the win, or you know, or whatever, like finish him, or you know, just they're kind of drunkenly cheering and like talking about whatever in the tavern as things go on. Rigby heads over and you know, starts looking at some items. While you guys are sitting there milling around, Marvin comes in, and he has with him 3 other goblins. And he comes up to you, Kelsey, and he's super freaking excited. He said, Cousin, look what I found, everything is so wonderful. And he like waves his arms frantically, and he's like, you can tell he's a little drunk and excited from all his activities, but he says, my brother Martin, and my brother Mikey, and my brother Mern, they're all here. I found them. I thought they were dead forever, but they're right here. Oh my God, I'm so excited. And he's got like kind of 2 burly looking goblins with him, and then one kind of slightly older goblin that's wearing like a robe.
Okay.
And like mouse earrings and like, you know, like a pierced nose ring and stuff. Like he's kind of decked out. He's like got some like weird goblin jewelries on him and like kind of interesting robe. Obviously some sort of caster, but they're his brothers, and he's very excited to introduce you to all of them. And they don't seem as excited, but he comes up with them and introduces them to all of you.
I'll introduce myself and offer them a seat and buy them a drink. Heck, your goblin friends are my goblin friends.
Oh man! So now you guys have 4 goblin brothers: Marvin, Martin, Mikey, and Marin, and they have joined the party briefly. However, as they're sitting there talking to you, still excited, still half-cocked, Marvin says, I've got great news for Borla's Bacon. Great news indeed. Marin has a small shop that had no use here in the city. And my brother Martin and my brother Mikey are such good hunters. So we're going to hold it down for you guys here. I am going to be the shopkeeper. We're going to sell nothing but Borla products, barbarian products. I'm so sorry. The original name stuck with me. I cannot wait. And my family has said that, you know, since our clan was destroyed, we have nothing else to live for but barbarian bacon and its products. So our shop is, you know, just next to the Shivery. You'll see it. It's not very big. It's humble for now, but my brothers are going to go hunt for some more boar's meat, and if Borla could just stop by to smoke it later, so we could start selling it.
Oh yeah, you know I will.
Okay, that would be fantastic, and we're so excited. And they all kind of have their eyes glint and they smile with a refound and renewed purpose in life.
Were these
We have a
brothers
new
of yours?
production facility. This is great.
Were they in the caves with you? Did we see them there?
No, I was on my way back to them when I was snatched up by that evil creature with the wings and all the snapping tail and taken to this underwater sand temple or whatever the hell that was.
Okay.
And they just happened to be in the city and they heard about the fight and they saw the fight and they saw my shitty shot and they were like, that must be our brother. And they found me after the fight, and then I started telling them all about barbarian bacon, and here we are. And he takes a shot and starts chugging on a beer that's twice his size. He's just getting lit.
I knew this would help, having a minion to sell our product for us. I knew it would come around. If everybody can recruit 2 people.
Right.
If you guys could keep recruiting NPCs to run our store, that'd be great.
It's essentially Amway.
all the products.
Now, see, I get 3 people under me, and then you get. It's just a multi-tiered.
What's below a goblin though?
Oh no, well there's 4 of them, so he's got a good team started.
Yeah, he's got a great base.
Yeah, he's
For sure.
probably
It's a hell of a start to our new multi-level marketing program.
Oh, he did forget to mention Kelsey. Sorry, I'm so excited about everything. I did forget to mention rent is due at our location, and unfortunately, because of the turn of events of my clan, we don't have the 200 gold it is to keep the place. Do you think that you could put money into the business?
Sure, I got 100. Borla, you got 100?
Yep.
Very nice. Very nice. Yes, I told you we have a business. Bacon forever! And he falls over and pissed drunk.
He's the best.
Yeah, well, somebody's got to be him, you know?
We just Shark Tank that.
I'll give you a 10%. They ain't get a cut. They just get to work there. Cool. So you guys have a goblin ran shop in the city of Summerside. And you're all sitting around this like large rectangle corner table at the Fisherman's Nook.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm leaving it ferment for a while in case you guys have any discussions to have.
Well, we don't
What's
actually
next
have
on the
anything.
agenda?
We don't have anything in the queue right now, right? Like we're just kind of in between.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
we're waiting to go back to the dagger board.
Yeah.
Right, you guys have not accepted any new missions from the dagger board. The only thing pending right now is the dirt and the broken gem that is getting looked at by the dwarven guy back at
The Nomenclature
the
Institute.
Nomenclature Institute. Yep.
He probably
I'll
won't
ask.
have any info.
We can ask Rigby and Josara if they've got anything else that needs to be done before we take on our next mission. We've reached peak downtime.
Mm-hmm.
Rigby, did you run a spell that was looking into what my elephant was and what your artifact was?
Dane, how much time has passed? Because I need like about 30 minutes to identify all the items.
You're getting close. You're probably just like 5 or 10 more minutes and you'll be there. Because all
So
that
I'm gazing into my crystal ball and I'm saying, give me just a moment.
Okay. Yep. That makes a lot of sense. I'm actually looking something up for you right now while you guys discuss stuff. But yeah, that's all that's really truly left in town that you guys know of. I mean, you can go back to Daggerford to see if there's anything on the board at the Dagger board. There's going back to check on Gunther and see what he has to tell you about those items. And then you guys haven't said anything about what happened with her at the Chivalry. Swinette.
Oh yeah, I guess Jilsara, you could probably tell them what happened with the fortune teller and the vision that she had.
Yeah, she got started trying to find out what was going on in our dreams, and as soon as she started looking into her vision, she immediately exploded and turned into a pile of charred gore. And we jumped back and got out of the way, and we might have taken a few things. Just saying. But we're not really sure what those dreams mean now, but we know now that there is something pretty serious that we need to dig into.
It seems she tapped into a powerful, some kind of powerful entity in the weave, and we're not sure what the connection is to our fates.
Well, that tracks. It sounds like right up our alley.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't something big and powerful after us, we wouldn't have a job, I suppose.
That's true.
Oh, we come with job security.
That's true too.
That you do.
So if you guys want, I can say the exact words that she said before she died.
I have them.
Okay.
They're in the Discord notes.
Okay, the
Something
dark one
about-
comes. 6 will have a
yeah.
chance to stop him, or all will die. You'll never
I
stop me.
I remember.
Oh, sorry. My bad. I should have said that.
No, that's all right.
Rigby, you want me to take a look at that elephant for you? Maybe help speed it up a little bit.
Sure.
All right, here we go.
And
Do
then-
we
Get out the
really
flute.
do? Okay, out of character, do we really have like all the same spells?
Apparently,
Do you have identify?
I do. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Well,
just-
he changes his spells out every day. Like he legit does move them around.
Yeah.
Since
Well,
you're
that's a
in town, he
ritual. I
just-
always have.
Yeah.
I always have that one.
detect magic.
But yeah, yep, I have. That's a ritual for me too.
Okay. You know I know you have counterspell and slow. I have
Yep.
both of those. Magic missile.
Yeah.
I have levitate, which you probably don't.
Oh, I don't have levitate. Nope.
And
Alright.
clairvoyance.
As you guys are bonding, Webb's hand on your thigh. It's slightly bigger than his thigh, so he was enticed by it. Maybe.
Yeah.
But no, as you guys are bonding and looking over things and checking stuff out, Rigby, you'll finally come to terms with what you were pretty sure this eye is. It's an eye of the plains. And then I don't know if
That's
works.
the like crown she was wearing.
Yes, the diadem that she had on her head is the eye of the plains. Did I just threw something at you? Did it show up on your screen?
Hold on. Where would I have seen it?
Oh, it just literally pop up in front of you.
I don't see anything.
Can't I drop like stuff on them and they can see them, Megan? Now?
If you drag and drop it over the box of the character, it should, like up top, it should do it, but I don't
Is it
know.
on the party sheet? Oh wait,
No.
I see it there.
That is the spell that it does once. Well, occasionally. It's basically once a long rest, but it can eventually not work anymore.
Do I know how many charges it has?
No.
Okay.
But that is what it did, and that's why you're like, this has to be what it was.
Okay, so contact other plane once a day, you say?
Correct.
Or once every long rest? Okay.
Yeah, once every long rest. And then but it's the eye of the plains.
Okay, I'll put that in.
And then who's looking at the figurine? You are, Evan?
Sure.
So you should get it. It should pop up on your screen.
Yep. Got it. Figurine of wondrous power, marble
It is
elephant,
not marble. It is jade. But
Jade.
jade elephant. Statuette of an elephant, small enough to fit in your pocket. Use an action to speak the command word. Throw the figurine to a point on the ground within 60 feet. The figurine becomes the living creature. If the space where the creature would appear is occupied by another creature or object, or if there isn't enough space for the creature, the figurine does not become the creature. This jade statue is about 4 inches high and long, and it can become an elephant for up to 24 hours. Once it has been used, it can't be used for 7 days.
So you basically got a pocket elephant.
I got a fucking elephant. That's what I was gonna say. That's amazing.
awesome.
That's really cool.
Sorry.
You're going to want to hang on to that.
Yeah,
Y'all are
don't,
gonna see my pocket elephant all the time.
don't melt that one down.
And
So
Dane,
glad I didn't.
there was a ring too.
Right, you haven't got to that yet.
Okay.
But the other no, you did, because you did 2. You were doing 2 to his 1, so that's fine. It's just a ring of
Yeah.
protection plus 1.
Oh, nice. Does that require attunement?
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. But you need to add it to your sheet, or you got it.
Well, I don't have it as a ring of protection.
Okay, I got you. It's easy. And that is, I think that handles all the magic items, right?
Yeah.
And it should be on your sheet. Let me see if I have to. Yeah, I have to make it not. I have to identify it. There you go.
Thank you.
So pretty good haul overall, I would say. And then a lot of you guys bought a bunch of magic stuff too while we were out, like in the in betweens. So you guys are in Summerside. You guys just had your conversations. They figured out what those magic items were. All that's left at this point is to either hit the dagger board before you go to bed, or go to bed and then hit the dagger board or the Nomenclature Institute in the morning, or if there's anything else you want to do. Because again, just in case for anybody watching, which is nobody, but anybody who is watching, there's 4 bots potentially or somebody there. And then you guys, at the end of the day, like anything you want to do, you can essentially do in a large town of Summerside. The city of Summerside has anything you can want to do in it. You're not stuck to do things. I mean, it's best if you do try to stick sort of together and have like sort of a plan, but as far as like what your character's own intentions and thoughts and processes are, you can do those things. Like it's not like you're not stuck with, okay, well, we talked and now it's time to go to bed. You could be like, well, I want to go play cards until dawn while everybody else crashes, or I'm going to go to the Red Sox, Evan, or whatever you want. There's plenty of other ideas that you can come up with to do of things that may or may not have anything to do with what we're doing in game. Like it could totally be your character's thing. And whether or not it'll make sense to all of us is kind of only as important as it is, I guess.
Is there like for lack of better words, a postal service here in Summerside?
I think you met
Some
a pretty
sort of
good-looking naked bishop that sent mail for you already. Is that not good enough?
True to my mom. Yeah.
Who now?
Well, I was just wondering if there was some sort of parcel service, not to send to home, send somewhere else.
Ooh, so lady friend.
Or
man friend.
Oh. No judgment. Sorry.
Or just a friend. Who knows?
If anywhere was going to have a place to send anything, it would probably be in the Emerald Strand or Batten Hill.
Okay.
And it would probably be some sort of individual service more so than like a big citywide thing. It might just be somebody trying to get by.
Okay. We don't really need to RP it, but I'll go there and try to look for some sort of courier.
Okay. That sounds good. Okay, and then what else? Anybody have anything else pressing they want to talk about or do? I think somebody might have just texted me.
I'm gonna probably ask. Wait, is anybody a local in this team? Is anybody from this town?
I don't think so. I think I'm the one with the most knowledge of it, but I don't think anyone's from Summerside.
Well, I'm gonna see if anybody knows a place where I can gain access to scrolls or spell books that I can copy, because I'm a little bit worried that I'm outclassed in the combat department, and I might want to add some spells to my personal spell book.
Well, you might try over at Killick Fair. There's some more odd, unique items with some magical properties there. The Nomenclature Inn does have some magic users, but they're not really for combat, so I don't know what they'll have. But they may have resources there. So.
Okay, sounds good.
There you go, Jeremy. I fixed it. All right. So it sounds like you're looking to go and find more spells.
Yeah.
The Nomenclature Institute is the highest level of learning in town for sure.
Okay, so I'll probably want to hit them up some point in the near future.
I think that's half the team's going there tomorrow anyway.
Okay, great.
Half or all, I mean, depending. Cool. So unless anybody else has anything to do tonight in game, we'll call that for the evening on in game. You guys will get a full long rest then at the Fisherman's Nook.
Nice.
Everybody's good with that?
Yep.
All right, I long rested you. The goblins are setting up shop. They've got their gold, so rent is caught up for the last 6 months. Let's see. You just saved the goblin clan's lives. They were literally about to get taken out for owing back rent.
Yeah, do anything for those guys, man. They're gonna help us make money
Your
without
family.
having to do anything. Hell yeah. Everybody, multiple streams of income. That's the real dream.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I joined Amway in the first place. Get that extra stream.
Oh, Dane, I am gonna attune to that ring before I go to bed, probably.
So you're gonna hang tight with it for a while. That makes sense. Totally
Yeah.
fine.
And I'm not sure how to apply that effect.
It's just a +1 to your armor class, right?
Correct.
So
Armor
just for
class
everybody's
and
lessons.
saving throws.
There's an item in the Rob Tui module. You can add it so that he can put the effect on in case he loses the ring.
Well, it looks like it's got the effect in my inventory, but it's not being applied to my sheet.
I just added a 1.
But it should be for saving throws too, no? Or is this one just for armor class?
I don't know, whatever it says.
Probably just for AC.
It
I think
says,
the cloak does.
+1 bonus for
Saving throws
AC and
as well.
saving throws while wearing the ring.
Oh, nice.
So you need to pull the ring from the Rob Tui module
Okay.
and add it to his
What is it?
actions tab.
What's it under?
Rings?
No, I mean it is under items for Rob Tui. Because
Yeah.
I don't have a Rob Tui one show up on here.
sorry, I'm not trying to slow the game down. I just wanted to.
No, absolutely not. In the long run, this is better.
Yeah, my Rob Tui version doesn't show up. Can you put one in the party sheet, Megan? Because mine's not showing up.
It's the 5e effects item, 5e items effects coding rings. You hit spells and then find item ring of protection. I'm putting it in the party sheet now.
Yeah, so it's not items, it's under spells.
Well, it's the item. Like I can't add things to the party sheet.
I don't understand why. Well, just put it on your sheet and I can drag it over.
I don't see it on my sheet. Oh, it's not the item. Fuck.
Do you put
Can
it
I
on
just
your
have a sheet really quick?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not an item itself, it's an effect, right? So it's not quite the same as just adding it to your inventory.
All right, he's cleared.
Sorry, that's
That's
kind of
all right.
obnoxious.
So,
You don't see it, this is the only way to do it.
Dave,
Can I go somewhere to seek medical help in the meantime? While I'm sleeping?
the long
My
rest
Varus
will
will
do
take
that.
care of that.
The long rest will do that.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
night becomes day, day becomes night, or whatever, so the full long rest goes through. You guys are all well rested. You wake up. Are you going to the dagger board and then to the Nomenclature Institute as a team, or are you guys dividing and conquering, doing stuff?
Divide and conquer.
I just wanted to get some javelins.
I think my priority would be going to the Nomenclature Institute.
He can have his sheet back.
Okay.
Max, just pick it back up.
I have to.
Okay.
I have to clear it.
Oh yeah, you gotta clear it, but you should just be able to pick it up. And now it's in your actions tab, and you just have to apply the effect.
Okay, and just like leave it on all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah, it shouldn't ever expire, but this
Okay.
way it shows up and so whatever change you made, Dane, on a sheet, undo it.
Unchanged.
Yeah.
Just bump the AC back down.
If you don't see your guy already, Max, you just have to close the character thing again so you can see it.
Once you apply that effect, the coding will do all the work for you.
Perfect. So here we are, guys. So dagger board or Nomenclature Institute, separate or not? And then there's
I'm
two are
going
going to go to the
Institute.
Ferric Foundry for
Dagger
weapons too.
board.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the dagger board.
Good.
Yeah, I'll go to the dagger board too.
Go to sleep.
We'll meet you there afterwards.
Yeah, I want to
Show
go
Rigby where
to
it's
the
at.
Institute. Yeah.
All right, so Rigby and Calciner for the Institute, Webb and Magvaris to the Daggerboard,
I'll go to the
Jilsara
Institute. I'll go to the Institute as well.
Institute, and then Borla, you were wanting to go to like the Killick or the Ferric Foundry to get some javelins.
I mean, is it on the way?
They can be.
Yep.
Got them. Good job. Are you going to the Nomenclature Institute or the Daggerboard?
I think my Borla would be interested in the Daggerboard, I believe.
Okay, cool. So it looks like we have 3 for the Daggerboard and 3 for the Nomenclature Institute. Each party, so I'm going to just move you guys around on here. There you go. 3 on the right are going to the Daggerboard. 3 on the left are going to the Nomenclature Institute. Of your guys' 2 parties in Zoom there, so it's Megan playing Calcine, Max playing Rigby, and Cam playing Jilsara are going to the Institute. The 3 of you choose a roller, and then Webb, Magvaris, and Borla, y'all choose one for your team. Just one of you. Just choose one person each team.
What now?
So there's 2 teams of 3. I need you guys to each choose a captain for this role.
I'm not going to take the lead because I'm in an unfamiliar place. So
I'm showing them where it's at, so I'll take lead.
it makes sense.
What role?
It's going to be a roll. I'm going to have you one person from each party is going to roll. I just need to know who it's going to be. That's it. It's not as complicated as you guys want it to be.
Where are you going to take lead?
Oh, sure. I'll take lead.
All right. So Evan and Megan roll off 20-siders straight. Highest goes first. That team goes first. All right. To the Daggerboard. So as some of you may well know, the Daggerboard is a large tower. It has housed the Adventurers Guild, and there are similar Daggerboards to it across the realm of Alu. And when you go inside, Stu is there. He is a hard to tell his age, but he's probably an older elf with long dark hair, very fit but thin. Walks with a limp, sort of stern. Notices you comes in, nods his head, asks how things are. Says great fight the other night. What can we do for you?
Oh, we're seeing if there's any work for the Black Star.
There have been some ill tidings from Morzanth. The last group of adventurers that went to see what the hubbub was about never returned.
Oh, really?
If you're open to a longer voyage to Morzanth and can secure passage, perhaps you could go and check into that.
It's a long trip from Summerside.
It is. The pay is substantial.
What are we talking?
300 gold apiece for your party of 6.
What did the adventurers go there for?
So there's been some missing villages along the coast. Entire villages just gone. The building structures themselves ripped asunder. Bodies nowhere to be found, but no one alive. Nothing to report what had happened. All along the coasts of Morzanth.
When did you send this crew out? How long ago?
It's been 2.5 months.
Well,
before your first adventure with the guild.
Did they travel by magic means or the old-fashioned way?
They were of Morzanth's guild.
Oh.
And they've not been heard of. I've been reached out by magic means from Stu Lara, the guild representative there.
I've been to Morzanth before. What part?
It's been all along the coast, is where he says that
Morzanth is like all coast. It's like an island, a big one.
Very much so an island. So I will share that island with you guys. So, I just tried to click on the wrong screen.
I
Okay.
feel like that's where Calcine is from.
Always good to get home. So let's see. It would be that actually is where Jilsara is from too, because she's from. Wait, maybe she's not. Is that right?
No, didn't you
No.
guys say that I was from this place, like Chipwood Hollow or something?
Yeah.
I'm from the Silmaris Forest.
I admit I'm a little fuzzy on it, but didn't you say there were gnomes from there?
There are. Yep.
Yeah. So you would probably port into Morinth, the main port city in Morzanth, and then move inland north towards the Calico Mountains, where the villages along there between Carps and Morinth along the coast have been found to be wrecked.
I'm from right there in the middle from a wish of motherfucker woods. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you'll fit in well in Morzanth.
So are there any other options?
That is the most pressing concern for a group of your caliber. I mean, there's been some goblin raiding along Grenwell's borders in some of the areas, but for the most part, besides minor skirmishes and things, it would be quite frankly somewhat beneath your party.
Mhm.
There was the massacre of the Prowling Jungle, but that probably wouldn't concern you either, as it's mostly been, I think, handled.
Well,
What's the
I
mission?
appreciate the jokes. I really do.
Who's joking?
Now, if we take this mission to Morzanth, do you have a way to get us there quicker than just taking a boat?
We don't do boats.
Well, it's going to take a long time.
Sick of boats.
It'd probably take us 2-3 weeks just to get
But
there.
Borla says it says no boats.
Well, I would say the headmaster of the
No
nomenclature,
snakes.
the headmaster of the Nomenclature Institute might have a magical means to get you there, but they're usually steep priced.
Mm.
Maybe if you went there and asked them of some sort of magical portal to get you to Morzanth, the location of higher learning in Morzanth might be a good place to get deposited to in Morinth.
Okay. They might know more over at the nomenclature.
Yeah, I mean, as far as magical means of getting there, again, I mean, boat is the fastest, not mundane way to travel.
Now, if we take this mission and we come back with word of what happened, is that all you need? Is there anything else? Or do we need to bring someone back? Do we need to?
Actually, if you could give this package to Stulara at the other dagger board in Morinth, that would be appreciative, and her and I would be able to communicate about the mission itself at that point.
Okay, I can
He
do
gives
that.
you like a brown wrapped package with like cords around it that would be hard to unwrap without it being known that it was opened.
Okay.
It's about that big, the size of like 3 sandwiches.
Your phone.
3 decent sized like sandwiches.
300 gold per person, you said, right?
Yeah.
Just for information?
No, to figure out what it was and to put an end to it, so that the rest of the villages along the coast are handled. That's why we're calling them the Black Star.
There's your,
No, I-
there's your correct answer there, Webb.
What people that are
I can
actually there?
understand.
Huh?
Not you.
Can I ask a quick question? Because I'm kind of new to this game. Do we have a duty beyond just getting paid? Like, do we owe them allegiance, or are we bound by any kind of?
There's a contract that you guys basically signed saying that you wouldn't get involved directly in political matters unless the guild itself requested it, essentially. You signed on to become adventurers for fame and fortune, but also to the betterment of all lands.
But no, not really an allegiance, just a promise to stay neutral.
Got it.
We're pretty
and
They're
much
like
just
military Switzerland.
there
adventure for
is
pay.
a magic item tithing that is expected of parties that we haven't really done a lot of yet, but it'll come up eventually.
Okay.
The nice thing and the biggest reason to join any of the adventurers guilds is they're everywhere. You can, like every continent has one. Most major cities have some sort of it. They are the largest knowledge base in the realm as far as like what's going on, what they know about things. They don't necessarily get involved with like the stuff that they shouldn't, but they know what needs done and where when there's something bad happening, they're the first ones to be like, hey, this entire village is missing. We need to send somebody to figure out why. They're like the Secret Service or something.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. So it sounds good. I
There
mean,
was this
obviously,
actor and I had a good hibachi.
hibachi.
Yeah.
We had hibachi last night.
So 300 gold. We go out there, see what's going on, and we'll report back so that way Morzanth knows what's happening. Now, if we're dealing with it, it sounds like you've already sent a party over there to try to deal with it, and they got killed. So I'm thinking we probably need to double that gold if we're going to take care of this problem.
So I'm not really the one making the money up here. It's our contract. Our contract is for 1,800. There just happens to be 6 yet. There was 4 in the last party. They didn't make it. So I think 6 is a better number.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can't really control what the person contracting, the city of Mornth, is contracting this bid to do.
So if I talk to Stulara, she might be able to kick.
She might know who you need to talk to say, hey, we're going to do this, but we need some more cash. But you'd have to go to Mornth to do that. Oh, more cash, or
This is the
Morzanth
only one.
does have some pretty nice artifacts they might come off of if you, you talk to the right person and get them to give up their bid. Maybe an item would be a better use of your pay.
Okay. Well, what do you think, guys? Obviously, we need to talk to the rest of the party, but
Yeah, I'll have to talk to the rest of the party first, but it sounds like this is the only thing we can do.
all right. Hopefully, the school might be able to get us there a little quicker. I do not want to get back on that boat.
Yeah, no. That's the only thing they had was that mission.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of smaller ones that you guys could do. There's been some goblin raiding, and then there was what they're calling the Massacre of the Prowling Jungle, which was a large forest fire and a raiding by some blood-crazed orcs came through and killed most inhabitants of the Prowling Jungle.
Oh, we can discuss all that with the
Yep.
rest of the team when they get we're waiting at the dagger board, right? Because they're meeting up with us here, right?
That's fine, or you guys could meet them halfway on the way. Hope to pass them in the street. We'll cut over to the 3 at the Nomenclature Institute. You show up to the Nomenclature Institute. It is a giant, building. Again, it was once a fortress. That's now just racked with bookshelves and places to learn and tables and beakers and many students bustling around, basically ignoring you. No one greets you when you come in, but you know where to go. You go up to Gunther's, northeastern tower and enter, and he is piss drunk again. Just definitely been drinking. Looks like he hasn't slept. Can't really tell because his eyes are covered once again in these giant dwarven eyebrows and furled over his eye sockets. But you can tell he's drunk because he's just wobbling as he moves around. He's not sitting this time. He's got a couple of books open, a few different beakers and things are like lit and like bubbling and all of this stuff. And he's got sand in like a little on a scale. He's got the sand on a scale. He's got the broken shards of the glass inside a couple different beakers that are different fluids in them that are different colors and bubbling and things. And you guys come in, and he doesn't say anything. He just keeps kind of working and takes a little drop of some other liquid and puts it into the one with this and then another one with that. And he keeps kind of, going around dripping his different liquids in the different beakers he's got with the glass shards in it. And eventually, after about 5 minutes of him working, he seems to take note that you're there. And he's, you're early. hiccup. And he takes a drink. It's quite confounding. This sand, I've seen so much of it. This sand is 100% sand. It is basically just normal sand, but I've tried every test I know to try to see if there's anything else going on, and it appears to just be sand.
Well,
Now, the shards of this gem appear to have housed a powerful magic. Some sort of conjuration magic was housed inside of it. How did you come across this again?
While it was housing said powerful magic. I told him the story before, but I'll tell him the story again of the temple, the blood sacrifice, blah blah blah, all the stuff that we just went through.
Okay, perfect. He listens again, looks around for the dwarf, and says, "I don't see my dwarven friend. Thought maybe he would come drink with me again. That's fine. Not too many people come and see me these days, but I guess I owe it to him to tell you anyway. As long as you make sure that he is apprised of the situation. It appears you were able to stop whatever power was housed inside this gem from actually fully coming to fruition. And in all my studying, and I've been up all night, and I've read many different references to these kinds of items, and I think this, and don't quote me on this, but I'm relatively certain that this is actually one of 3 similar gems to 3 different elder gods. See you, Jeremy. So there's 3. He says there's 3 gems to 3 elder gods. Which 3 elder gods they are isn't clear, even in the mythos itself. You said this one was like a serpent queen, god of the dead or water, something along those lines. And he said that tracks with this one, and he points at a paragraph that says similar things, like slithers across the earth and envelops it in the darkness of its swallow, and things like that. And then he's like, I think that might be this one, and it's the first one. The next 2 are much worse. And I'll have something for you on that next week to start us all out as far as like what their description is, to give you guys a good idea of what that is. But he says it appears that there's 2 other deities that were trapped in the beginning of time by the more recent pantheon of gods. Perhaps you've heard of some of them, like Gar, the Destroyer, or that's a class a favorite of the dwarves. But there are a few others, perhaps.
Very familiar with Gar.
And Magvarus, you being a cleric would have an idea of a number of the different deities that he speaks of when he speaks of that pantheon. But he says those lesser gods, to claim their goddom, managed to put these 2 elder gods into these gems to hold them from the world. And at some point, it's been prophesied that they would try to come back and retake the world and claim it as their own, killing these other gods. So there's a lot more studying I really need to do to find out more. Like, I just literally took me all night to even find this passage in here and figure out what was going on. I'm actually quite impressed with the fact that you are not all dead. And I don't recognize you 2. I see you're a cousin to the dwarves, little gnome. But that being said, I really don't know much else besides the fact that there are potentially 2 more stones like this one in the world.
What's this guy's name again?
Gunther.
Yeah.
Gunther, sir. Might you know someone who would be able to suppress an arcane lock?
Suppress one?
Yeah, we have that magically locked chest.
Oh, probably. Yeah, I think there'd be someone here that could do an enchantment circle around it to dispel it, perhaps. Or I mean, I maybe could if I had thought to study any spells today. Son of a bitch. I've been so busy. You guys, this has taken up my entire evening, and it's fascinating information. A stone like this has only ever been purported to even exist. The fact that you've brought it to me Where's the rest of it?
All that we could salvage. This is thankfully the rest of the stone remains hidden, so that potentially it couldn't be rebuilt.
A shame. The rest of this stone, if put back together and not used, obviously for nefarious purposes, but if just put back together, it would be priceless beyond all compare.
A shame indeed.
Where did you say
would-
this island was?
I didn't.
Nothing. Never mind.
The island doesn't exist anymore.
Ah, that's the way of islands I've found in my many years. Was there anything else that you were needing?
No,
I
that's
would
it.
like to keep these to continue studying them to see if I can unlock more of their mysteries, or perhaps find some more lore on these stones. Maybe I can even point you to where the next one might surface if I have enough time.
We may have some time. We'll have to coordinate with our friends and see what they found out at the dagger board, and then I can let you know how long you can study these gems.
Hey,
Pieces
Dane.
of the gem.
Does this guy seem trustworthy to me? Do I have any reason to doubt his intentions?
I mean, he hasn't given you any reasons to. I mean, you could roll an insight check if it makes you feel better, but
Sure.
He's drunk.
There it
but
is.
There's that.
Big time.
Seems to be 100% interested in the history and life of these gems and like the overlying magics and how they were entrapped before. And he's very inquisitive, and he's more alive than he was the first time they came in. When they first had come to see him, he was drunk, but he was also kind of like gruff and disheveled and not really into their stuff. But then now that he's had time to start studying, he seems like he's really did his sway.
Can I try something? I want to try to cast a spell on Gunther, but make it seem like I'm casting a spell on the gem. I'm gonna say something like, let me try something. Let me see what I can find out.
Wow. All right.
Bold move.
Bold move indeed, Cotton. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, if you're gonna, are you trying to what spell is it?
Detect thoughts.
Okay. Let me see. No, I'm gonna preface this with that this is probably one of the highest paid and or most scholarly gentlemen in the realm. He's a 290-year-old dwarf wizard.
Okay.
So he's like 100% white hair, giant white beard, always drunk, red nose, red cheeks where you can see him poking out just a little bit from his thing. His brow is so old and wrinkled that you can't actually see his eyeballs. But yeah, you could definitely try it. It looks like it's concentration. You need a copper piece for your material component, and it's verbal and somatic.
Yeah, I'm just going to use my crystal ball.
Oh, as a focus.
As a focus, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to roll a perception check for him, just because if he hears what you're saying, he's going to know what you're doing, what you're casting, more likely than not.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me. Let's just do stealth.
Stealth or deception?
Yeah, deception works.
Oh shit. No, that's okay. Never mind.
You don't have Bardic Inspiration, do you?
No.
Okay.
So I cast the spell.
You did.
What do I learn about his thoughts?
So you get it's surface thoughts, right?
Yeah, and I think as long as I stay on the surface, he wouldn't otherwise know that I'm detecting his thoughts.
So you get emotion of almost fear, excitement, and wonder, and he keeps thinking back to 2 other stones. Where would they be? Where would they be? 2 other stones. Why did this one surface now? What is going on? It's all research thought. His whole thought process is alcohol and research. Like he thinks, I should probably get some more spirits. And then he reaches over, fills his cup, drinks, and he's like, okay, so these stones, they mean something, but why now? Who are they? Why these people? What is gonna happen? Should we be worried? I'm not sure. Anything could happen.
Okay, but he's not acting like he knew I was casting a spell on him.
Didn't put any kind of
Okay.
that kind of feeling forward, and two, everything he's thinking is right above line. It's
Yeah.
all research and alcohol. That's what he's got on his mind.
All right, I'm gonna break my concentration. I'm gonna say something like, "Nah, it wasn't what I thought." I'll defer to your judgment in the future.
So that's good. Most gnomes should. All right. With that dwarf to gnome racist comment, I will end tonight's session because we're getting above the line here. We gotta be careful with those comments. We'll pick up here next Sunday with you guys. Unless you have anything you guys want to throw at me between 4 here, we'll pick up here at the dagger board. So if you guys think of anything else you need to ask him that I can recap before next game or whatever with you, I can do that. And Evan,
I'm happy to let him keep studying it. I mean, it's not like we have any use for the pieces.
Cool.
As long as he keeps us informed of what he learns, I'm happy to let him keep looking at it.
Perfect. And Evan, you got some work to do.
Yeah.
More Xanth.
Sure.
Cool. I'm gonna stop the stream, guys. Thanks so much for coming. Follow, subscribe, do all that stuff. Drop the links, etc. Holler at your boy.